standing to my left in the red corner. He wears the hot pink trunks and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially 155 pounds with a record of 14 wins and 6 losses. Representing Team Jorge Gurgel, fighting out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Please welcome Jorge JG Gurgel.
I'll stay here on you. So you have to push me back. By the time you push me back, I have a Kimura on you set up. We're gonna work on this. Because up with the head, look. If he sits up and I have body posture, go ahead and sit up again. I want to push him back. If I push him back, which is my natural reaction, look what my head is. I'm already, for me to come back from this is a very bad position. We're gonna get to this. Easy. That's just for you guys to know that we never, ever want anybody sitting up on us. Never. We're on top. Sit up. You're not gonna sit up, not on me. Because I know if he does, it's gonna be bad for me. So look what I'm gonna do. Boom. This should not take long. All you guys, most of you guys have learned this already. Cobra. But it's gonna snowball. We're gonna do heavy strongman pass after this. Okay? We're gonna do a little different than my regular variation. Again!
Matt Bull from Buddhasport.com. I'm here with Strikeforce Lightweight and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu phenom, Jorge Gurgel. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. My favorite rookie, I call him rookie, is my favorite reporter.
Just want to touch base with you. You're coming off a win against Billy Vaughn, Strikeforce Columbus. You had a switch of opponent at the last minute. Did that affect you? How did that work out?
No, so now that I live by my words, Matt, I said my job is to get a name, a location, and a date, and show up and do my best. It's very unfortunate when you have an opponent switch. I went from a southpaw striker to an orthodox wrestler. But with 12 years of fighting, I think I trained everything. I was complete. I just wanted to fight so bad in Ohio, in Columbus. As long as I had an opponent, I was happy. Billy Vaughn was man enough to step up. I appreciate that, and it was a good night for me.
Speaking of Columbus, you were fighting in your home state, and it was another special win because you had a lot of your students there. You want to tell kind of what the fans, like what that was like to win in front of your students like that?
It was so important. I didn't even care that I wasn't in the main card. You know, they put me on the undercard in Ohio, which makes sense because everybody that would come to see me came to see me. Like I said, I wasn't interested in being on TV or anything like that. I just wanted to fight. Hold on a second, guys. Shh. Interview here. See? Did you guys see the quietness? Film them. Turn around and film them. Look, there's the loud people. Okay, I remember what I was saying. And that's it. So I was happy to fight in Ohio, but mainly also my wife fought the same day.
Right.
So Zoila fought in California.
And won the title.
And won here. Defended her even though it wasn't a title fight, she won at 25. We had a good time. I just wanted to make sure she won. I want to win my fight and move on. And that's what I did. Made my students proud. I'm very happy. I'm very healthy, and I'm ready for a call.
Currently, the big news in MMA is the merger between Strikeforce and UFC. Do you want to weigh in? A lot of fighters are weighed in how they feel about the merger. We have people who disagree with it, like Paul Daly for the obvious reasons, and then people who embrace it. How do you feel about the situation?
To be honest with you, and I'm always honest, I'm just happy that I'm fighting. You know, all this evolution of the sport, the companies buying each other out. It's the fastest growing sport in the world. Everybody's fighting. There's over 600-700 listed shows just in this country alone of small organizations. So it's not about UFC buying Strikeforce, who's monopolizing what. To me, it's just I love MMA. I'm glad I have a job. I'm glad I have a place to fight. It can be in a UFC canvas, it can be in a Strikeforce canvas. I just like to compete, you know, and teach my students. So all the merge and the business side of it, they can deal with it. They just can call me when they need a fighter.
You are a veteran of the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
You just had a pupil who fought on the Ultimate Fighter, Justin Edwards. You know, he performed very well. Did end up losing to that up kick.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel about his performance, and were you happy to see him on there? You know, and you kind of could experience since you went through it yourself.
I'm very. Justin Edwards is bar none my best, 170 right now. It's the life of a fighter. No, we've been in the same boat, winning a fight, doing well, actually being the favorite. In the fighting is fighting.
Right,
Anything can happen, right? And he lost the fight. Fought the way I'm very respectful, very admiring the way he fought. Guns blazing, all loud. That's how my students fight. to win. He went out there, he was winning the fight. I'm sure, I'm positive, Joe Silva is a very intelligent man. They're gonna give Justin another shot, I guarantee you.
I have seen you train for a fight, and then now I've seen you instruct your students, and you seem to make that transition so effortlessly from going to the instructor and then going to somebody who takes instructions very well. How do you make that transition so seamlessly?
I was born in that environment. It's a good question. I came here 12 years ago teaching first. I was always first an instructor and a teacher. When I had to be an instructor so I could teach people. Nobody knew jiu-jitsu, so they can give me a run for my money. I needed somebody to train with, so I started teaching, and then fighting came later. Like, George, you'd be great if you did this. You'd be great if you fought. You'd do so well if you did MMA. And I'm like, so I started doing MMA. I fell in love with MMA. I do MMA for myself, for something else. It's almost like a let out, you know. My endorphins kick in. I have a great time. I just see red. I want to fight. I like to train. I like training camp. And actually, fighting is second nature. Teaching is my passion. I started teaching. I've been teaching for 12 years. I've never had a complaint in a seminar. I can see the people getting better. I can see my students evolving. I can see the effort they put in. So I have two types of joy. I have the joy of my fighting career, and I also have the humongous joy of seeing people learning jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu changing their lives as it did for me.
Awesome. Last question. I know you don't do predictions. We've had that conversation before. Let's try another combat sport. We got Manny Pacquiao and Shane Mosley. You have any interest in that?
I love boxing, and I love Manny Pacquiao, because how can a guy multitask like this? You know, he's a minister ambassador for the Philippines, and he does all kinds of business movie deals. He meets with people, and he just makes boxing look easy. For a change of pace, I would like to see Mosley win. I like Shane. I like Shane Mosley's hard work. He's 37, I think, right now. Yep. 37 years old. Pacquiao he had a great career. He's probably the best pound-for-pound boxer that almost ever lived. In my opinion, one of them.
I agree with you.
And it's always awesome when something weird happens. So I would like for Sugar Shane to actually dethrone him, and the old man be the Randy Couture of boxing. You know, the old man gets to be a champion again. I would like to see that.
Since we're here in Grand Rapids, one last question. Do you think we'll ever see Pacquiao Mayweather?
I would love to see Pacquiao handing Mayweather his money. Yeah.
I agree 100%.
I would love to see Pacquiao beat Mayweather. I want Sugar Shane to beat Pacquiao, but I'd love to see Pacquiao beat Floyd.
Third Law Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We're here with Jorge Gurgel. It's BuddhaSport.com.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Rick.
No problem. I appreciate you, buddy.